Hello and Assalamualaikum to everyone. Today I want to present to you guys about the assignment FIN348. Okay, in this assignment, we need to analyze the stock in Bursa Malaysia. So, we choose the Telekom Malaysia Berhad to make this assignment. Okay, first of all, Telekom Malaysia Berhad is one of the leading telecommunication companies in Malaysia. TM provide digital connectivity service including high-speed fiber broadband, fixed line telephone, cloud computing, and cyber security. Okay. The company has more than 8 years of experience and play an important role in supporting Malaysia digital infrastructure. TM was listed on Bursa Malaysia on 7 November 1919 under the stock code 4863. Through services such as Unify, TM1, and TM Global, the company serves residential, corporate, and international customers. Alright, next, I want to explain to you guys about the performance comparison. Okay, based on figure 1, Telekom Malaysia outperformed the FTSE Bursa Malaysia KLCI during the 8-month analysis period from March 2025 until July 2026. TM recorded a strong bullish movement beginning in mid-2025 and continue rising until reaching its peak around January to February 2026. During this period, TM generated a return of approximate 18%, while the FBM KLCI showed weaker performance. Although TM experienced a correction, a profit-taking pace during the second quarter of 2026, the share price remained relatively resilient. By July 2026, TM still achieved a positive return of around 10.03% compared to the FBM KLCI, which recording a negative return of above 4.04%. This indicates that TM delivered stronger performance and generate positive alpha relative to the market benchmark. Alright, next, I want to explain to you guys about the trend analysis. Based on figure 2, Telekom Malaysia demonstrate a bullish primary trend from July 2025 until February 2026. During this period, the share price increasing steadily from approximate RM 6.5 ringgit to RM 8.25 ringgit. The formation of higher high and higher low reflected strong buying momentum and positive investor sentiment. Alright, next. However, after the reaching its peak in February 2026, TM entered a secondary downtrend between March and April 2026. The share price declined from around RM 8.25 ringgit to 7 ringgit due to profit-taking activity and weaker short-term market sentiment. From May until June 2026, the stock moved within a narrow range between RM 7.20 ringgit and RM 7.70 ringgit, creating a sideways trend. This consolidation pace indicate that buyer and seller were relative balanced before the next major price movement. As of July 2026, TM was trading at approximate RM 7.46 ringgit, which remained its 2025 low. Therefore, the long-term buy structure remained intact, while the short-term trend is currently moving sideways. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and hi. Today, I will be presenting a critical component of our technical analysis for Telekom Malaysia Berhad, which is the chart pattern analysis. Through our detailed analysis of Telekom Malaysia's price movement, we successfully identified two major chart patterns occurring at different phases. First one is the falling wages pattern and the head and shoulders pattern. These patterns are vital as they offer strong visual cues regarding potential trend continuations and reversals. So first, let us first look at the pattern display in the slide where we identify as a falling wedge pattern that formed between May and July. As indicated by the two downward stopping red trend lines, Telekom Malaysia's price action was consolidating downwards within a narrowing range. Typically, a falling wedge acts as a bullish continuation pattern, signaling a temporary pause before the main upward trend resumes. The critical moments occurred when a candlestick successfully broke through the upper resistance trend lines. As highlighted in the purple box, this valid breakout generated a clear and strong buy signal at around the 7 ringgit 40 cents level. Okay, so moving on to our second pattern shows in the slide. Here, we can observe a classic head and shoulders formation that developed between April and June. So, this pattern is defined by three consecutive price peaks. The first peak on the left forms the left shoulder. The middle peak rises higher, forms the head, and the lower peak on the right establishes the right shoulder. In terms of market implication, the head and shoulder is well-known bearish reversal pattern. It signifies that the bullish buying momentum is exhausting because the buyers fail to push the price past the previous high established by the head. As we can see on the chart, once the right shoulder completed its formation, Telekom Malaysia's stock price experienced a temporary correction, dropping to around RM 6.40 to 6.60 range before consolidation took place for the next major uptrend. Okay. To conclude, the combination of these two chart patterns provide us with an objective framework to map out our trading strategy for TM shares, such as risk management. To mitigate risk in case of a false breakout, a disciplined stop loss order can be placed just below the wedge's lower support line, specifically below the 7.20% mark. Ultimately, analyzing this chart pattern allows us to visually interpret market psychology, enabling us to execute trades with high precision and strict risk control. So that's all from me, and thank you.
Assalamualaikum everyone. Today I will explain the technical indicators used in my analysis for Telekom Malaysia Berhad, which are simple moving average and MACD. These indicators help to identify trends, momentum and possible reversal points. First, simple moving average or SMA is used to identify the overall price trend by calculating the average closing price over a specific period. Based on the graph, when TM's share price moves above the SMA line, it shows a positive trend and a possible buy signal. For example, around September, the price moved above the moving average, showing stronger buying momentum. However, when the price moves below the SMA line, it indicates a weakening trend. As shown around March, the price dropped below the SMA line, suggesting a possible sell signal due to increased selling pressure. Next, MACD is a momentum indicator used to identify changes in trend and possible reversals. A buy signal occurs when the MACD line crosses above the signal line, showing increasing momentum. In the graph, the MACD shows a buy signal after the recovery period around April, indicating a possible upward movement. Meanwhile, a sell signal occurs when the MACD line crosses below the signal line. As shown around May and June, the MACD indicate weaker momentum, suggesting a possible selling opportunity. In conclusion, SMA helps to identify the direction of the trend, while MACD helps to detect momentum changes. By using both indicators together, investors can make better decisions on entry and exit points. Thank you. Double moving average. First is the double moving average, which uses the 21-day SMA and 50-day SMA to identify the overall market trend. The trading rule is straightforward. A buy signal is generated when the 21-day moving average crosses above the 50-day moving average, while a sell signal is generated when the 21-day moving average crosses below the 50-day moving average. Based on our analysis, a sell signal appeared when 5 May 2026, indicating the start of a short-term downtrend. However, the latest charts shows the 21-day SMA moving closer to crossing above the 50-day SMA, suggesting that the trend is turning bullish again. Therefore, we conclude that Telekom Malaysia is currently showing positive momentum, and the indicator gives a buy recommendation. Existing investors should continue holding the stock, while potential investors may wait for a pullback before entering. Next indicator is the stochastic oscillator, which measures momentum and helps identify overbought and oversold conditions. A buy signal occurs when the blue line crosses above the orange line in the oversold region below 20, while a sell signal occurs when the blue line crosses below the orange line in the overbought region above 80. During our analysis, several buy and sell signals were identified. The latest signals indicate improving bullish momentum, which means buying pressure is increasing and the stock has the potential to move higher. Therefore, the stochastic oscillator also supports a buy recommendation, and investors may consider entering the market when a buy signal is generated. The final indicator is the parabolic SAR, which is used to identify the direction of the trend and possible reversal points. A buy signal occurs when the SAR dots move below the price, indicating an upward trend. On the other hand, a sell signal occurs when the dots move above the price, indicating a downward trend. Throughout our analysis, several buy and sell signals were generated. Most of the buy signals were followed by upward price movements, showing that this indicator successfully identified trend reversals. Based on the latest signals, Telekom remains in an upward trend. Therefore, the parabolic SAR also gives a buy recommendation, confirming the stock's positive momentum and supporting our overall investment recommendation. Based on our technical analysis, Telekom Malaysia Berhad received a strong buy recommendation. All 5 technical indicators generated buy signals. These included the single SMA, the double SMA and or MA cross, MACD, stochastic oscillator and parabolic SAR. This means the stock is showing strong bullish momentum and positive market sentiment. There are 5 buy signals with no sell or hold signal, which increase our confidence in overall analysis. Therefore, TM is currently considered a strong investment opportunity based on its technical. For existing investors, our recommendation is to continue holding the stock because the technical indicators suggest that the uptrend is still intact. The investors may also consider increasing their position if the bullish trend continues. For potential investors, TM presents an attractive buying opportunity. However, it is still important to wait for suitable entry point and always apply proper risk management, such as setting stop loss levels and monitoring market condition. In conclusion, Telekom Malaysia Berhad has shown strong performance throughout our analysis. The company outperformed FTSE, Bursa Malaysia, KLCI,
and maintain a positive long-term uptrend despite some short-term price correction. Our trend analysis, chart pattern analysis, and all 5 technical indicators consistently support a bullish outlook. Since every indicator produces a buy signal, we concluded that TM is an attractive investment for both existing and potential investors. Overall, our final recommendation for Telekom Berhad is strong buy. Thank you.